Hello, everybody. I hope you're having a good morning and, for that matter, a great day. As you can see, I'm planning on playing more Elden Ring. I wasn't going to stay long away from this game. I played a bit of Vampire Survivors just to, give myself a little bit of a breather from it. Now I need a breather from Vampire Survivors, so I'm probably going to be playing this a bit. And then I might be swapping to something else later in the week. I don't have much fully planned out yet, but I have a couple things. But yeah, today we're just planning on doing a bunch of NPC questing and going to the land of the fire giant. So that's pretty cool. Let's get into the video. And if you like today's video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, see you in the video. Okay, so the main thing that I have to do that I was almost going to miss out on is, if you remember, Gold Mask and Brother Coldwin are sitting, or Codrin, whatever his name is, are sitting right over there. Well, I need to learn a certain incantation and to use it on a certain statue somewhere. I don't exactly remember where, or where the book required to learn said incantation that it is located. So I'm more or less just planning to wing it for now and cut back to, oh, it's up there. Well, that makes a lot simpler. I knew that it was somewhere around here, but I didn't know the specific location. Do I actually have a bow that I can use? I was gonna say I was gonna cut away, but now I have a pulley bow and just pull out some arrows. How do I scope again? This button? Yeah. Oh. Is it unbreakable? Oh, they're unbreakable. Okay. How am I supposed to get up there? So that took me way longer than I'd like to admit to find this little opening here. At first I didn't see it for the longest time. I didn't even notice it. But then, yeah, no. I found out that, yeah. No, there's just a little opening there. If you want to get in here, you just go on out the door, and on the roof there's a little opening and a window. And there's the golden order of Principa. And there's a little doorway over here. You can go and grab this crystal dew from and kick down a little ladder. That just takes you back down from where from where I came. But the big thing about this book is, now with this book, I can go back over this way to what's their face and give Codwin the book. And Codwin will give me some sick spells that I need to do stuff with. So that's the plan. I'm gonna go do that. The main thing I have to say about this is, if you don't do this fast enough, like if you don't do this before going to the land of ice and fire, or the fire giant, this will result in, more or less, if you don't do this when you should, Coldwin here will just disappear.
Was that you? Yes, the master is still ceased, and after coming all this way.
Hey, here's a prayer book.
It is a volume of incantation. It's good to see your enthusiasm. Yeah. Indeed, I will happily take it off your hands.
So I need to learn this spell. It's the only incantation to work off of intelligence alone. And you might think that's actually kind of weird. It's the only incantation off of which only intelligence matters. you know, Radigan's Ring of Light. There are some spells that require a little bit of intelligence, but this one's only intelligence, which is a little bit interesting, you might say.
Did you need... Who exactly... The master is stumped. His finger has remained still ever since... But the why we were on the...
Now I have to go to a very specific statue somewhere and use said spell that I just learned. But yeah, I'm gonna go do that. What is the deal with this? Oh, there's a Crucible Knight. This is gonna be a hard fight. I have to buff. I'm fine. Can't be tanking those hits very much. I said I can't be tanking those, me. Crucible Knights deal so much damage. Hit you with one of those. Dodge. There. Boom, you're dead. Okay. There were some interesting golden footprints leading me over here. What is the deal with those? Oh, it's one of those. Barrier of gold. Cool. That wasn't necessarily what I came here for, but okay. So here's the spot. I went down the elevator, down these stairs, and there's this message here left about this statue. Regression alone reveals secrets. Well, I just got a spell that I can use called Law of Regression, which I got by doing the Golden Order quest. And I'm trying to figure out who this mysterious person was. So if I cast a spell here, Radigan becomes the queen. Because truth be told, they're one and the same person. I now have to respec my character because I had to respec because I didn't actually have enough faith to use the claw mark seal. I didn't have enough faith to use any seal for that matter. Like the claw mark seal is like my lowest seal, and then the second one is like 17 faith points, which is a lot, but yeah. So now that I have put the time and effort into actually, you know, going and revealing the statue after respecing, I can now inform Codwin that Radigan, was actually Queen Melina or whatever her name was.
Yes, the master is still ceased, and after coming all... Who exactly was the master? His finger has... But the why we...
Well, Radigan, can I inform... I assume I inform you. Tell him that Radigan is America. Hello, Codwin.
What on earth did you do to the master? Well, not that I'm complaining. Master's finger moves again, resuming his cogitation. More than good enough for me. I haven't the words to thank you. So I'd like to pass this on to you instead. A glimpse into the heart of the Golden Order. Documented by yours truly.
And I get one new spell. That's it. Cool. Thanks. I mean, later on, this leads down the path of the Golden Order ending, which is called the Order ending, which is pretty cool. I want to do it. But also, I did this entire thing for an incantation I'll never be able to cast. So, anyway, moving on. This snowy wasteland, also known as the Forbidden Lands, holds a lot of enemies. There's these guys. Still don't remember their names. I don't know if I've ever known their names. But they're just the little people who jump around, swing their weapons at you. They're really good souls drops early on, early game. They're like insane to grind out. Mainly because they're easy to stagger. Right here you can fight what's it? Those night patrol dudes. You can only fight them during the night, of course. Which is a pretty reasonable little thing. Ah, great. I fell for one of their poison traps. Annoying. These guys know beastal incantations. I wonder what that has to do with them. I know they're outside the beastal sanctum, but I wonder what makes them know beastal incantations. Who knows? I obviously don't. Unless there's gonna be something else that is beastal out here, which is a possibility. We could get a beast of some sort. These guys also do attack quite a lot in a short period of time, in quick succession. They can easily kill you. Typically, easily is a little bit of a stretch. They can definitely kill you. It is a possibility. I mean, if you let your guard immensely down. Huh. There's a golden seed. More of these dudes. More of those beetles. A lot of beetles. A surprising amount of beetles. I'm surprised by how many beetles live in this giant snowy area. I know that this was called the land of the giants, but are we supposed to actually believe that this thing was a living thing at one point? This massive skull here. I mean, it's possible, I guess. I wouldn't put it past possibility. Not in this world. But I don't know if it's very probable. The likelihood of it being a giant living thing. I guess the dragon, the giant dead dragon makes it possible. You gotta love that those dudes damage you when they fall. It's so unforgiving. I'm just asking myself when I'm gonna start a fight. 'Cause something's telling me this area is kinda suspicious. Like there's gonna be a boss. Well, Millicent, you wanna join me? That just guarantees all of my suspicion. There's definitely 100% a boss here. Might as well summon you. Drink a little. Drink some of this. Pop one of these. And I'm ready. Oh, it's one of the black gargoyles. If you guys didn't remember, in my last episode, I more or less said that I'm gonna never or at least try to, as least as possible, cast actual spells against bosses. Because I feel like I just don't need it, you know. I beat that with such ease that it's like, did I really need spells on top of that? The black gargoyle blades are really cool. So I'm glad I did pick those up. But it is a very important bit of trivia to find out that Radagon and Queen Mirica are the same characters. Even if I pretty much forgot what Queen Mirica's name was. It is very important.
Please.
I don't care. It's the land of the giants. I know where I'm going. Up on the rift. I assume that I need... Oh, she's there to tell you in the case that you know, haven't fought Morgott at the base of the Ur Tree. She's there to tell you, hey, you need to fight Morgott at the base of the Ur Tree because now I can hoist a medallion up here. And hoisting. This is the medallion that Melina gives you. Look, I have a medallion. This is like the second time that this has been a thing. Their eyes glow red. That's a little bit intimidating. Gotta like how the people in the front are wizards and the people in the back are halberd users. So up we go to the land of snow where the giants sleep. This is a very important location. Because this location is where you know, where you actually finish a lot of NPC's quests. On the mountaintop of giants. It's a bit laggy because of all the snow. So I'll try not to stare too much in the far distance. Because, you know, this is a very expansive area. You can't tell. Very cool looking. I love the frost trees. Ooh, even the stags are like a different color. Are you a spirit stag? They're spirit stags. So are those spirit trees? Is that like in canon what they are? Spirit trees? Oh, you. Wait, you? Huh? Aren't you dead? Are you not dead? I could have sworn you died.
Finally, we meet the Tarnished, who would be Lord. Oh my. Why the long face? I fear that you were previously acquainted with this vessel.
Oh.
Well, that is most unfortunate. For he is dead. As for his flesh, he gave it to me. Shabriri.
Shabriri.
You can make your peace with that.
Hmm.
You were about to sacrifice something precious, the life of a fair maiden, that you would toss into the fiery forge, only so that you may be Lord. What a horrible thing to ponder. Your ascendancy requires her sacrifice.
Oh.
Whether she wishes it or not. But how would the Lord, crowned so, be looked upon?
So I'm gonna kill Melina in order to progress.
Chosen tarnished and would-be lord, dare to tread the path of true rigor. Spare the poor girl and singe your own flesh in her stead. If you are prepared to show resolve and attain lordship through righteous hardship, then heed the words of I, Shabriri.
If that is an option, I would not sacrifice her, and I'd rather sacrifice myself because of who I am.
Chosen tarnish, descend and seek audience with the three fingers and the flame of frenzy. If you inherit the flame of frenzy, your flesh will serve as kindling, and the girl can be spared, setting you on the righteous path of lordship, the path of the Lord of Chaos.
Okay, that's a tiny bit different.
To the ground and incinerate all that divides and distinguishes.
Okay, you're showing your true face a little bit too much.
Chaos take the world. May chaos take the world. Chosen to descend and seek.
Okay, you know, you had me going for a bit when you're like, oh, you have a chance to save Melina. But then you completely lost me at the point you're like, oh yeah, let chaos take the world and burn down the Earth Tree and bring hatred and death to everyone. I don't really wish for that. I'm sorry. Even if you are Shabriri, Lord of Chaos, or wannabe Lord of Chaos. Okay. So that's where the Volcano Manor is. There's the finger reader, Shabriri. Now, I am curious. If I seek counsel with the three fingers, I do know of a way of curing it. Would that prevent the death of Melina? If that's the case, then I will totally 100% cure the frenzied flame. I will charm myself and then cure myself. I will do so. Don't test me, but, you know, that's the way I see it. I guess I'll figure that one out. So, the plan is, don't become the Lord of Frenzy, but become the Lord of Frenzy temporarily for one purpose, to save Melina and then immediately cure myself. That's the plan. Because I don't want to sear her flesh in the flames if I don't have to. If I don't have to force Melina to die, I don't want to force her to die. I'm going to feel bad about it. But the only way to prevent her from dying is to sacrifice a bit of my own. To burn myself in her stead. Which requires me to, you know, in order to burn myself in her stead, I have to believe in the frenzied flame and be taught by the three fingers to do so. I will then be cursed, but that's something that can be cured. You can cure that. And this way I won't be locked into the frenzied flame ending, but I won't be forced into, you know, killing her off either. It's a win-win scenario. But of course, this requires you to, in most cases, complete off 2 quest lines, which is Millicent's quest line, which I've been doing this entire time. if you can't tell by me and Millicent fighting that giant gargoyle together. Yeah, I've been doing it this entire time, trying to, you know, make it so me and Millicent can, in the worst case scenario, in this scenario, cure myself. But yeah. That's the plan. So it might not exactly be as easy as I want it to. Originally, I wasn't even planning to open up the door, but now I have to go into a faith build and, you know, open the door, become frenzied, then reverse the frenzy, you know, more or less go back on the whole thing after doing it, just so I can go, hey, I don't want to burn her, I want to burn myself. Oh, there's a rot here. This is just a catacombs dungeon, but with some rot. And up on top, I guarantee you, is a hero's dungeon, a hero's grave. I'll probably complete both off camera. I don't want to do the whole going back and forth with the frenzied flame yet. I'll do that much later when right before I'm about to fight the fire giant. Because once I'm right about to fight the fire giant is when I need to be frenzied, so I'll become the frenzied lord right then and there. That way, I don't have to worry too much about being frenzied beforehand. Not like that's a huge concern. I just don't want someone who has sort of helped me this entire time to have to die just because they believe that that's their purpose. They believe that they're just here to make me an Elden Lord. I guess that would explain a lot of why Mog wants you to kill your own maiden. So you can't betray him and become Elden Lord yourself. This guy's actually a formidable enemy. Perhaps it's because he's, like, you know, resistant to something. Either way, he dies nonetheless. But yeah, so that's more or less my plan here. Just try my best to become Elden Lord while also not trying to murder everyone that has helped me away along this journey, and only murder those who has severely discouraged me. I do understand that a lot of the outcomes of a lot of people's quest lines is death. I'm not surprised by that. This is a FromSoft game. Death is like requirement for NPC questing. I don't know why that is. But yeah. Oh. Archers. But you now know the plan. Hey, I lived in Arrow. Can't say the same for Torrent. Shouldn't be making fun of Torrent like that. Melina will be severely, to say, upset with me when I become frenzied. But, you know, it's like that thing when you're doing something for someone and they're like, they're at first very angry with you and then very grateful when they figure out why you're doing it. I have no idea if she'll be thankful about being alive at the end, but she'll be able to see me be Elden Lord. She'll be able to actually see the future that we sort of created, along with Ronnie, literally my wife. Melena's just a friend, Ronnie. She's my friend. Horn's back alive, luckily. Okay, so I made it past the crossing, and now I need to make it... This area is a lot bigger than I was expecting. I mean, I didn't think that there was much exploration required left. A lot of the enemies have definitely gotten a lot more bulky, which means that the bosses have probably gotten way more bulky too. I want to do this last quest with, for the Volcano Manor. And then I'll probably call it quits for today. Hello, Millicent. Thank you for helping me earlier.
Meet in such a place. What could your purpose possibly? No. I know well enough who you are. And what I know is good enough for me. Call upon me again, in battle, should you have the need. I'm searching for a fort to the north of the ruins.
North of the ruins.
The master of the fort was given a medallion that allowed him to visit the Halig tree. Indeed, I believe that is where Melania will be found. The Halig tree is hidden somewhere in these northern lands. I'm searching for a fort.
Okay. So you're searching for a fort north of the ruins in which there will be a medallion for the Halig tree. The Halig tree being how you get to the, penultimate area in the game. I wonder if you can do Halig before crumpling Furum of Azura. That could be very tempting. Very good indeed. But I have no idea. I guess I'll find out when that comes. Here's the fight. Gonna immediately go in here because I don't want to deal with the outside. All the bats and demi-humans. Oh. You're his brother, aren't you? I'm sorry, Delos. I forgot that my ground attack is very slow. Whips have definitely gotten a buff in Dark Souls 3. If I wanted a quick, easy win, this is a very easy one. If you don't know, Stars of Ruin is a very easy spell to just spam. Dude, you're really good. Damn. Delos' brother actually can put up somewhat of a fight. I'm definitely gonna enhance this to this. If anyone's curious on what the sword spell I'm using, it's a duelist sword spell. It's the dragon that guards Ronnie. It's a really good sword spell. I really like it for PvPing because it's just a faster version of the, you know, it's just a faster sword swing. Because if you don't know, I have, I'm using the Azure Wand. The Azure Wand mixed with the, what's it? Azure Wand mixed with Radagon's Icon, gotten through Ray Lucaria. I didn't show that one on camera. I found it elsewhere. But, yeah, no. When you get Radagon's Icon in Ray Lucaria mixed with the Azure Staff, you have an instant cast, quick sword swing, which is just insane. And it deals good damage. And that ranged, like, frost thing actually hits things really well. Hey, Volcano Manor. I've proven myself once again.
I see that you've stayed the path of champions. This is your usual reward.
Oh.
Perhaps you are ready. Might you see our Lord? Our Lord will no doubt welcome you. Another kindred spirit, treading the path of champions.
See the Lord.
As it should be. Now, close your eyes for a moment. I will transport you to the Lord's chamber.
Oh, I just get transported?
Farewell, then.
Oh.
May your visit be fruitful.
I just get teleported. Okay. Time to meet Rykard. And by meet Rykard, I mean kill the giant serpent. So, the Serpent Hunter. I'm pretty sure this weapon has really low stat requirements, if not none at all. Give me a second to find it. Yeah, no, it has 0 requirements whatsoever to wield. Okay, really good. Because this fight is literally impossible without it. Because, thank you, boy. Ow. Mean snake. Don't bite me. Granted, the first phase of this fight, I'm not going to be very great at because my build really isn't built for this fight at all. My damage is kind of low. Maybe with a bit of stagger. Was I supposed to hit the snake in any way? The God Devourer. This also, it explains why Tanith finds snakes so, and serpents so important, because her lord got bit by a snake, or consumed by one. This fight's really hard to dodge. I can imagine how no-hitters feel about this fight. I'm dead. Oh, or not. Luckily, I'm at the right HP pool that the snake is just always one hit away from killing me. This time I died. But I guess I'm gonna go... I guess I'm gonna fight Rykard. That wasn't necessarily my intention for this episode, but fighting Rykard it is. I'm gonna fight Rykard. This is what I'm gonna do, apparently. Luckily, my summon actually keeps every property that I have. and I immediately get grabbed. I am great at dodging sometimes. Are you really gonna try to point blank attack the serpent? Please, come on. Dude, my clone is dumb, and I'm gonna get slammed. It can't recognize that there's lava on the ground at all. That's funny. To me, at least. Hey, I staggered it. I don't actually know if my summon deals any stagger damage. It'd be cool if it did. I killed the serpent.
Very well. Join myself and King as remedy. Together we will devour the very god.
Well then, as you can see, killing the serpent wasn't the main objective here. Hi, Rykard, Lord of Blasphemy. This is very much a gimmick fight. Rykard is entirely, to my knowledge, just a gimmick fight. You're just supposed to use this weapon that has no stats, no stat differences or requirements, and just supposed to go ham like I'm going now. Hey, my summon died. I seriously, really, it does help that this entire fight is sort of, you know, a gimmick fight, because it's easy to get, like, once you understand the gimmicks, it actually has a very basic move pool. It actually wouldn't be half bad to no-hit this boss. The main concern is the lava. It's kind of random, and at what point it deals damage to you feels very arbitrary. And sometimes, some words, arbitrary. It feels very arbitrary when the lava decides to finally actually hurt you. Which is very annoying, because it really shouldn't be this arbitrary. Because if you don't know, it's less consistent if you're not attacking Rykard from the very front. If you're not attacking Rykard from the front, then you're screwed. You want to no-hit this boss, that is. And even then, Rykard just might move too far, and you might get hit anyway. Oh, I never realized the, like, glowy fire stuff. But yeah, that's right card. Cool. The serpent never dies. You heard it. The serpent hunter actually isn't a half bad weapon. It's supposed to be this game's storm ruler. If anyone was really that, didn't know, this game's storm ruler. But unlike storm ruler, I feel like it's actually not a half bad weapon. It would have been cool if it kept storm ruler's design, but I understand the whole point is that not the whole point. Storm ruler is there, for very specific purposes. So Tanith, what do you have to say?
It's true then. You've defeated our lord. No. I must thank you. Our lord was yet weak. You have taught us that defeat is not the end. Our lord is immortal, and will one day rise again. Stronger. Until then, I must stay the path and do my part. I will leave the Volcano Manor before long. I suggest you do the same. I will miss these encounters. The champion who walks the tainted path shines all the more. I always was an admirer. This is perhaps we will meet again.
Alright. I did do my best. Oh, you left a reward for me. My thanks. What do you have to say?
So, you killed Rykard. I harbor you no ill will. The strong take. Such is our code. Even he was prepared to meet a wretched end when he first took blasphemy unto his very flesh. But any road, the Volcano Manor is no more. Though we may yet fulfill an old promise. We hunted our own kind, and took what was theirs. And with everything in hand, the time has come to rise against the Earth Tree. O greater will, hear my voice. I am the recusant Bernal, inheritor of my brother's will. And you will fall to my blade. We refuse to become your pawns. Consider this fair warning. Oh, greater, I am the we refuse.
They refuse to become the greater will's pawns. I don't know if that's going to be a smart idea for them. What do you think, Patches?
You've gone and killed Rykard. You scheming little doxy. Cripes, you make this nonsense seem, well, less nonsensical. Perhaps a Tarnished will be Elden Lord after all. But for now, this manor is finished. The demigod beast is slain, and Tanith has lost her head. A fine mess. But how else could it end? When Daddy Ambition's head over heels courting Lady Blasphemy. Well, here I am, untethered, once again. Goodbye, my friend.
Goodbye. Oh, Tanith has left her chair. A tonic of forgetfulness. Interesting. I wonder what that may be used for. He's also gone. Oh, I can still learn skills from his sword. Interesting, but surprisingly, I did not try right here. There's a hidden path. Which kinda does suck, because I'm pretty sure what this leads to is a very cool stuff for a specific character that I'm not even going to be able to interact with anymore, I'm pretty sure. So that's sweet. Pretty great. probably should have done this before. But I had no way of telling. Yeah, because I had no way of telling that that was going to be the case or not. Ow. You can really tell that the enemies here are definitely a bit more scaled for someone who's just come to the Volcano Manor. And not for someone who has level 71 in intelligence. But, you know, it happens all the time, you know, being a bit over leveled. Where the heck am I? Snake people? Snake people. Wait, is this where the god apothos come from? Those thingies? Is there just an entire whole area of Volcano Manor that I didn't explore? Probably. Probably this entire area of Volcano Manor that I just never explored because, you know, I didn't find that one secret wall until after I killed Rykard. I honestly thought I had to kill Rykard to get there, so hopefully not too many people hold me faulted for that because, you know, what am I supposed to do? The snakes are not a fan of the torch. So they'll actively try to run away from it. And here's the second hidden path. I can't seem to open the door though. I guess it's locked. But, you know, I do know what door that is. This one doesn't have a secret door or secret path. There is one further back, but I don't think I can reach that one, so I guess I just have the rest of Volcano Manor to explore. And I'm probably going to do that in the next episode. Because this episode has been going on for way too long. Melina, what do you have to say about this?
There is something I'd like to say. My purpose was given to me by my mother, but now I act of my own volition. I have set my heart upon the world that I would have, regardless of my mother's designs. I won't allow anyone to speak ill of that. Not even you.
Wasn't planning on it, but okay, vague threats. Oh, I did also forget, I kind of have another rune, so I'm gonna quickly unlock that, whichever tower it is. But yeah, time to unlock Rykard's rune. Hi, Rykard. Rykard's great rune. Not every, like, no one's happy about me, like, screwing over Rykard. I probably should have done the Volcano Manor stuff beforehand, but I didn't exactly know how to do that. Oh, restore HP upon defeating an enemy. Kind of, that's just a general good thing, but whatever. I still think that either raising all my attributes by 5 or 15 in all, 15% in 3 stats is going to be the best one. But I think that this is where I'm going to call it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like I was saying, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, you know what to do. But yeah, tomorrow I'll probably get back to more Elden Ring, probably finish off the Volcano Manor, maybe do a bit of NPC questing. I might off camera do a bit of exploration into the Snow Giants area, because the mountaintop of giants seems like a very expansive area filled with a bunch of catacombs and dungeons that, to be frank, are very repetitive. A lot of the dungeons I've experienced are very much the same dungeon, just copy and pasted all over the place with minor tweaks here and there, which makes great experience for someone who's just playing the game for the sake of fighting bosses like I am, but not very much a great viewing experience I've experienced, or I, want to put out into the world. Most of them are just exactly the same, and it's like, yay, I get to go past the imps to fight an imp king. Cool. That's it. And so, I'm going to probably do a lot of those off camera. The hero graves are a tiny bit different, but they're difficult and annoying and still not worth your guys' time. So I think I'll do most of those off camera and just explore most of the area with you guys, but I don't know. It's sort of up in the air. I don't know what I'm going to do on camera and what I'm going to do off. That's for future me to decide when I have more free time. But yeah, like I was saying, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see ya. Love you guys. Goodbye.